Hi everyone, I'm Daniela and welcome to our Q2 new feature release update. We're really excited to take you through everything that's new this quarter. In this session, we'll be giving you a clear overview of the latest updates we've made across the platform, all designed to make your experience smoother, smarter and more efficient. Here's a quick overview of what we'll be covering. First up, the brand new agency update, which includes the ability for agencies to complete applications on behalf of candidates and a dedicated questionnaire flow. Our new Fair Contact policy, helping you manage candidate communication more effectively and reduce ghosting. Updates to the Notification Centre, where you'll now find alerts for onboarding, agency updates, custom workflows and recruiter questionnaire notifications. A bundle of feature enhancements, including custom fields and job adverts, follow-up reminders with RAG tracking, and more. After today's session, all relevant training materials to refer back to will be available via our Learn site, if you'd like to refresh yourself on what we've covered today. So let's dive in and take a closer look at what's new this quarter. Big changes are here for agency users. This update introduces the ability for agencies to complete applications on behalf of candidates, helping streamline applications. Right now, this setting applies across the board, but stay tuned as Phase 2 will introduce more flexibility to control this at a job or agency level. We've also added a brand new agency questionnaire flow, allowing you to set a pre-screening questionnaire tailored specifically to agency users, separate from your usual candidate questions. Plus, agency users now have limited talent search access. They'll only see their own candidates during the period they own them. If you're using agency teams, visibility extends to team members' candidates too. We are now going to look at some step-by-step videos that will cover each part of this update, including how to set up agency-specific questionnaires, how to share a job with agencies, how to apply on a candidate's behalf, how to view an agency application summary, and the candidate's view when an agency has applied for them. Let's take a look.
How to edit a job to include agency-specific questionnaires. If you need to include an agency-specific pre-screening questionnaire in a job post, you can add it via the application flow. Please note, any agency-specific questionnaires will only appear when an agency user applies on behalf of a candidate. They will not be shown to candidates applying directly themselves. To get started, navigate to the Jobs menu, Jobs list, followed by selecting the relevant job you would like to edit from the list. Scroll down to Application Flow and click on Expand/Collapse Options. Please note, if you need further information about how to create a pre-screening questionnaire, see our further guidance here. To get started, click Questionnaires. Once on the questionnaire type pop-out, select the questionnaire drop-down list. Select Pre-screen Questionnaire from the drop-down list. Once you are happy with your selection, click Add. Now, go back to Questionnaires within your application flow and click the Agency checkbox. Once you are happy with your edits within the job create process, either click Next to continue making edits or Finish/Save and continue later at the bottom of the page. Sharing a job with agencies. Now head to the Jobs menu. Followed by View Jobs List. Select the relevant job from the list. Click on the Shared button. You will now see a pop-out. Click Teams from the options on the left. From here, you are able to select the relevant recruitment agency you would like to share the job with from the list by clicking on the purple plus icon next to each team's name. Once you are happy with your selection, click Save. How to apply for a job as an agency on a candidate's behalf. Add and apply a new candidate. To get started, head to the login page of your ATS platform and log in. Once logged in, head to Jobs, Jobs List, and click on the relevant job. Please note, you will only see jobs that have been shared with you within your job list. If you cannot see the relevant job, please speak to the hiring organization that you are working alongside. Click Apply Candidate. You will now see the following pop-up. Click on the Add and Apply a New Candidate. You will now see the following pop-up, where you will need to complete all relevant information about the candidate. Please note, any fields with a red asterisk are mandatory to fill in. Fill in all details. You will see the option to upload the candidate's CV. To do this, simply click to upload or drag and drop. If required, you can also fill in any internal notes in the field below. Your next step is to complete the GDPR agreement by selecting the relevant opt-in and communication settings by ticking each checkbox. Make sure to only click relevant checkboxes. Once you are happy with your selections, click Apply on behalf of candidate. You will now be taken to the job application process. Start by filling in all relevant information about the candidate on the Profile Builder section. Once you are happy with all of the information, click Continue. If a questionnaire has been attached to the job, you will now need to fill this in for the candidate. Once you are happy with the information entered, click Next. This will take you to any further questions needing an answer. Once you have completed the questionnaire in full, click Continue. You will now see the following page, where you will need to select the checkbox to submit the application. Please note, tick this box to confirm that you would like to submit the application. Once submitted, you cannot make any changes or amend the information shown above. Once you're happy with all of the above, click Submit. You will now see the following pop-up confirming that your candidate's application has been successfully submitted. Applying on behalf of an existing candidate. Head to Jobs followed by View Jobs List. Select the job that you would like to apply the candidate to. Click Apply Candidate. You will now see the following pop-up. Click on Select Existing Candidates. If you have no available candidates, you will see the following screen. If you do have available candidates, you will see them listed as so, and will be able to select them by clicking the checkbox next to their name. Once selected, click Apply on behalf of candidate. You will now be taken to the job application, where you will need to fill in any relevant candidate information. Click Continue. If you have a CV for the candidate, you can upload this here, or simply click Skip this step. If a questionnaire has been attached to the job, you will need to complete this for the candidate. Click Next. Once you are happy with all of the information entered, click Continue. You will now see the following. Make sure to tick the checkbox in order to submit the application. Please note, tick this box to confirm that you would like to submit the application. Once submitted, you cannot make any changes or amend the information shown above. Click Submit to complete the process. You will now see the following page confirming that your application has been successfully submitted. Summary: to view who applied the candidate, head to Jobs list and select Submitted. Click on your candidate name. This will take you to their profile. Whilst on their profile, click Activity from the options on the left-hand side. Click View Application Summary. You will now see a summary of all applications for that candidate. This will include information about who exactly applied the candidate for visibility. Candidate View, logging into profile. Head to the login page where you can log in either via Magic Link or your email and password. To log in via Magic Link, click the email field and click Confirm Email. On a separate tab, navigate to your email inbox, where you will see an email with the following information. To check or amend details on your profile, head back to TribePad. Once logged in, you will see your profile homepage. Any roles that you have or have been applied to will show here. In this example, you will see the status complete for both roles that the candidate has been applied to by an agency. If you see status complete, you do not need to do anything else towards your application. You also have the option to click on View Application if you would like to see further information.
Here is a brief recap of the key information from the agency update. First up, agency users can either send the application to the candidate or complete the entire application on behalf of the candidate. All or nothing. The application must be fully completed by one party. It can't be shared. Candidate access. If the agency is completing the application, the candidate won't receive an email or see the complete application button until it's done. Status icons on application tiles. The C icon equals candidate completed and the A icon equals agency completed. Audit trail. Application summaries show who started and who completed the form, helpful for agency teams. Drafts. Agency users can part complete, save and return via the hover over menu on the candidate tile. One at a time. Candidates must be added individually. Bulk application completion isn't supported. ED and I questions. Not shown to agency users, must be collected directly from the candidate later. And finally, important restriction. Do not use integrations or date gap fields in the application flow if agencies are involved. These steps will be skipped and should be avoided for now. Say goodbye to candidate ghosting on both sides. The new Fair Contact policy is designed to help you stay on top of communication by sending timely reminders when it's time to respond. This free feature promotes fair and consistent follow-ups, making sure no candidate is left in the dark and every interaction feels considered. It's a simple but powerful way to improve the candidate experience and your hiring reputation. Let's have a look at the step-by-step process for setting this up.
How to set up a Fair Contact policy. The Fair Contact policy helps you stay on top of candidate communication by notifying you when it's time to respond, reducing ghosting and improving the candidate experience. This free feature ensures a fair and timely follow-up. Please note, this is a free feature, but needs to be switched on. If you are interested in this feature, please speak to the main ATS lead within your organization or account manager. Whilst on the job creation process, scroll down until you see the Fair Contact policy. To set the required response times, select the Recruiter Response Times checkbox. Next, you need to select which stage of recruitment you would like to set a response time for. To do this, click the New Applicants dropdown. Now select which roles you would like to receive the notification for. To do this, click the Roles dropdown. finally, select the response time using the drop-down. You also have the option to add another response time if required by selecting the following button. Repeat the steps from above to add another set of recruiter response times. Once you are happy with all of the above, click the Response Warning Marker checkbox. This will allow icons to display depending on whether you are past the set response time or within 50% of the set response time. This is merely a reminder for users and will not have the functionality to be reported on. To complete your setup, click Finish/Save and continue later. Please note, you will receive a notification via the ATS Notification Center, an email, and see an icon next to the candidate's name to notify you of any outstanding response times.
The Notification Center has just got a major upgrade. It's now your go-to place for staying informed about all the key updates and actions you need to be aware of. Whether you're working with agencies, managing onboarding, or keeping track of candidate progress, we've got you covered. Here's what's new. First up, agency notifications. Keep agency users up to date with emails about their submitted candidates. Next, custom notifications. Create configurable alerts triggered by your own workflows or rules. Onboarding alerts. Get notified about important onboarding steps for new hires. And finally, process questionnaires. Recruiters will now get alerts when a questionnaire has been submitted or needs attention. We've bundled together a handful of handy updates that make day-to-day tasks smoother. These enhancements don't require individual run-throughs, but they're well worth knowing about. First up, custom fields now appear by default in job adverts. Next, candidate ID and username now show when completing a process questionnaire. Integration Auto Reject now includes an option to add a reason for rejection. Candidate profile pictures have the option to be removed for a cleaner, more consistent view. And finally, candidate follow-up reminders now come with RAG, red, amber, green tracking to help prioritise responses. We hope that you have found this run-through of all of our new features useful today, and now invite you to ask any questions you may have that have not already been answered in the live chat.